Hello and welcome to a very rainy July day and a rather unusual video. I don't normally do unboxing videos on this channel, but sometimes when the piece of gear is this cool, it deserves one. This is an amplifier that is very different from the rest. I've seen it before though, and maybe you did too if you watched my NAMM coverage. On the last day of the NAMM show, January this year, I stumbled upon a booth from a company that I was unfamiliar with. I hadn't heard of them before. They're a brand from Sweden called ZUTA. I got to play their brand new release, the GBG120, and I was so impressed with it that I put it in my top 5 things I'd seen at NAMM that year. It was so cool. And well, I got talking to Bascom ZUTA, and he kindly sent one of these out for the channel we're going to do a full review. It's probably going to be like a 40-minute plus video because of the amount of features this amp has. Let's just take a look. Very well packaged. Look at the thickness of foam. Okay. There it is. It's really well packaged. So we've got the foot switch and everything in the box. Power cable. For what this is tiny. This is a 120 watt full rack mount amplifier. And like for what that is, that's not like, it's weighty, but it's not insanely heavy. It's 16 kilograms, so about 35 pounds. Oh, that's so cool. Take a look at that. Okay, so this is just the unboxing. It's such a quick little video just because. But there's going to be a full review, this is 4 channels plus solo plus like 2 effects loops that are different, and there's a lot to cover on this. But in the meantime, it would be rude not to just play a little bit, right? Just for this video, just a smidge. Okay, so we're just going to do a quick demo here. Again, the full review, it's going to take a while, as you're going to see just how many features this thing has. So I'm going to spend a bit of time with it, really getting to know it, but this is just me plugging in and playing. There's 4 channels, it's 120 watts, and it can use both, or it does use both EL34s and 6L6s, among other tubes. But at the moment there's EL34s, 2 EL34s, 2 6L6s in the power section. And you can select via this switch here which ones you use. So you can have 6L6s or EL34s, and it's 60 watts each versus what I'm doing now, which is I'm using both sets of power tubes, 120 watts. This amp is running through just really simple, no effects, straight into a Zilla oversized 2x12 with 2 Celestion K100s, and it's just mic'd up at the 57 very simply, really quick and easy. We'll start with the clean channel. We'll go neck pickup. There's a couple of modes here. So first thing is we're going to cut the bass, I think. See what that sounds like. And there's a treble boost too. Let's pair those two. It might be a bit bright, but we're on a neck pickup, so it's dark anyway. We can also add gain. I'll take the bass cut off, but okay, that's the clean channel. There's lots more that we could do, but just quick demo. Channel 2. This is more kind of crunch, I guess. Let's roll the gain off before we start going into it. We'll just keep it at kind of 12 o'clock. Oh, and as you can hear, might be a little bit of a hum, hiss, buzz. There's a gate that's switchable on all of the channels. So any of the gain channels, I'm gonna pop my gate on, and you'll notice the LED when I play, it's gonna change color. So at the moment it's red, it's green once there's signal going through. It's a very responsive gate. You can turn it up and it'll cut everything off, but at the moment I've got it kind of a moderate gate. It's just cutting the hum and buzz. So let's just play a riff. That sounds really good. There's a vintage mode, which I believe kind of makes it like a plexi, kind of. It lowers the gain, certainly, yeah. Okay, then you also have the gain to add, so I mean you could plexi and then add gain, I guess. We'll take vintage mode off. Yeah, that alone is like... There's so much versatility in just channel 2. I mean, whoa. We've also got a treble boost as well. So let's take the gain off. Just standard channel 2. Okay, maybe a little bit too much treble, but I do have a lot of treble dialed in. But we'll take that off. Let's go to channel 3. I'll just chug while I switch over to channel 3, and you'll maybe be able to tell the difference. Channel 3 is a bit darker, but there is a lot more gain on it. Okay, that's good. As you can tell also, there's no hum and buzz. I've got the gate engaged, so like that's hands off the guitar. Watch what's going to happen when I turn off the gate. Okay, that just shows you how active this gate is. But I suppose let's do a sustain test on the gate. We'll just do like a power chord where we're opening the show or we're ending the show, whichever, and we want a sustained chord. Let's see. Okay, that could have gone forever. I ended that. So yeah, the gate is not cutting anything off. But I'm sure it could if you wanted to. There is another vintage mode on channel 3 though, so let's hear that. There's also a little gain switch, so we can add more gain onto channel 3, which already has quite a bit of gain, so... We've also got a treble boost on channel 3, so here's nothing except the gate on channel 3. Alright, now let's do the difference between channel 3 and channel 4. Channel 4 seems to me to have a bit more saturation. It's very, very different voice to channel. So let's go over them just in a chug. So it's a lot brighter than the other channel, channel 3, but we also have a bass boost, so let's... Now also on channel 4, a difference is on the other couple channels we've got the vintage switches. On this switch we've got a modern switch, so you'll hear a bit more tightness, and you'll hear that in the chugs. And then we've also got a mid boost, like a mid hump. And we'll also hear that in the chugs. We also have a solo section here. You can turn the volume up, you can get a really proper good boost for your solos, volume boost. And there's other stuff in here too. For example, there's a second effects loop in this amplifier, and you can put a delay, maybe say a long delay that you wouldn't normally use in any other instance other than your solo. And you could have that on, and then once you turn the solo on, you could have that specific effect in that effects loop come on in any channel. The solo section works for any channel. So let's do like the high gain channel 4 with the solo, and we'll just hear what it sounds. Oh, actually, there's a mid boost here on the solo as well, so let's turn that on just for fun, and we'll see what happens. Okay, and we're still not done. This is me glossing over stuff, by the way. This was supposed to be a quick demo. If you go to here, this section here, this is your power on and your standby and your selection of different half powers, you know, like I was saying, 6L6 or EL34. This is this button here, the GBG mode. And that adds diode clipping, kind of, I suppose a little bit like the Jose mod on like the old Marshalls. But that works for these different channels. So let's hear it with and without, just a little bit, and then this supposedly quick video will be over. This isn't the full review and demo of this amp. Let's go. Channel 3 without, and then with. and then channel 4 without it. Okay, that's cool. I think the GBG adds like kind of almost like an overdrive-esque thing on it. I think I had a little bit too much gain dialed in, but yeah, there's a lot to do with this amplifier. Oh, there's one more thing just to mention, because I've been having this amplifier on and playing it for probably about the last hour and a half, probably, something around that. And actually, no, 2 hours. And I've been playing it, and it's remained the same temperature on top for the whole duration. There's valves in here. Valves heat up, but the cooling system on this is pretty cool. They've got a fan at the back, and it's sucking cold air through these vents on the front, pulling that over the valves and pushing the hot air out. And the top, where you would expect all the heat to be, it hasn't got hotter at all, really. It's warm, but it's not hot in any stretch of the imagination. And it's only warm like there where the power tubes are. It's not like the sides are cold. So very impressed by this whole amplifier. I'm gonna have my work cut out for me reviewing this, writing a full review, but stay tuned for that. That will come eventually. As you can see, there's a lot to cover. But subscribe, like the video if you want to, and a massive thank you to Bascom ZUTA for sending me this amplifier. Oh, I'm impressed. Okay, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.